Hello everyone, and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode, Grixis again. But this time, a very important thing about Grixis that we're doing, Bladecoil Serpent. This happens to be an extremely good card. I think it's underrated, but I think a lot of people are putting it higher and higher nowadays. So, I happened to pull one from a pack, and I'm not gonna craft anymore. I don't know exactly how fantastic it will be if you have multiple of, but it is an extremely good card to at least have one of in your Grixis deck. So, let's look at the deck list a little bit. We have 2 cut down, 2 make disappear, 3 go for the throw, 3 abrades to kill our opponent's Bankbuster, 4 Bloodtithe Harvester, 3 Bankbuster, 4 Fable of the Mire Breaker. You can see that the early game tempo cards are almost all the same, but we did slot in 2 Brotherhood's End. This card is absolutely necessary for us to use to kill our soldier opponent's aggro opening, or some sort of big board that we need to wipe. Alright, and then we have 4 Corpse Appraiser. This is a staple card in any Grixis deck to get exactly the card we need, because when it comes into play, we exile a creature card from any graveyard and we can top 3. This card is an absolute must-have. You need to have 4 Bloodtithe Harvester for early game kill and 4 Corpse Appraiser to exile whatever you've killed so that you get additional card advantage. If you just play this as a 3-3, you have wasted this card. It has to come in and do something else. Then, we only have 1 Sheoldred in this deck because there's a lot of switches in this deck, and switch-ups, I should say, in this deck from the traditional Grixis, and the Corpse Appraiser can help us filter this out. There's a lot of kill spells nowadays that are intended just for Sheoldred, so we don't want to just walk into those traps. Then we have 1 Gix command to get things back, to have a lot of modal abilities. Like I always say about commands, I hate all of the commands. They're all so weak, and they're all sorcery speed. But at least with Gix command, the abilities are not all useless. There's more than one that's good, useful ability, right? +2, 2+1 counter on a creature and gains lifelink. That may be good because we might be dying to an aggro deck. Destroy each creature with power 2 or less. That may be good because we might be dying to an aggro deck. Return up to 2 creature cards from the graveyard to your hand. That might be good for our recycling ability. And each opponent sacrifice a creature with the highest power to control. That might be good if our opponent has ward. So all of that is a good ability on a command card. So the modal abilities are actually very, very refined. The only downside is that this command has to be sorcery. I think it could be 4-drop or 4 cast, but 5 cast is okay. It is fighting for another great 5 cast in black, and that is Invoke Despair. So instead of running 4 invokes, we only run 3 to slot in 1 Gix command. That's our 5-drop. Then in the 6-drop, we have Bladecoil Serpent. It's not actually a 6-drop. A lot of people tend to forget. It's X6, so it's at least 6, but it could be more. And what happens is, for every double blue you pay, you get to draw a card. For every double black you pay, your opponent has to discard a card. And for every double red you pay, it gains +1 and trample. Oh, +1 trample and haste. So if you need to kill your opponent very quickly, pay all red, and it will come in as a 8/4 trample. That's a lot of damage, right? And you can pay more red to do more damage. Chances are we don't have damage to red. If you have a control opponent, pay more black to make them discard the cards so that they can't exactly, kill you with their control spells. But if your opponent is aggro and you have spent, or a tempo or mid-range even, you have spent most of their spells already, then you can pay blue so you can get card advantage. So Bladecoil Serpent is an extremely good card, and it's perfect for Grixis. Obviously for the mana base too. Then, if we look at the actual mana, or the land base, we have only 1 Otawara. That's the only mono blue land. We have only 1 Takenuma. We actually don't have any Sokuzin because it's not that good for this kind of deck. And we have 5 Swamps. Same as before, because, well, we got Invoke Despair, so we need a lot of black mana. Then we have 4 Shipwreck Marsh, 4 Shivan Reef, 4 Haunted Ridge, 4 Sulphurous Spring. We don't have any of the blue-black ping land because probably not necessary. We have a lot of swamps, and we don't have that many blue spells. Then we have 4 Xander Lounge to get Grixis mana on, or to get a cycle. So we have 27 lands in the deck, but Otawara and Takenuma, they're not quite lands, they're more like channel spells. And then the Xander Lounge is more of a cycle land. If we don't need the land, we can cycle it for mana. So, all these lands are necessary, but don't forget, you have Fable of the Mire Breaker, which you can always use to pitch your lands and draw other cards if you are flooded. The only downside I see in this deck, before I move on to the next stage, is that it only has 2 cut downs rather than 4 cut downs in traditional Grixis deck. That may be something that we have to alter because we have 3 Braids in case our opponent is Bankbuster heavy, and we have 2 Brotherhood's End to kill the aggro decks with a field clean rather than a single target removal. The single target removal, like cut down, is mainly for Thalia because that slows down a lot of our decks. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the metagame. Let's get into our Grixis deck. I don't know why I call it Grixis for the misses. I think it's just a fun name to put in your deck list. So, Mishra was obsessed with ancient Thral artifacts. I don't know why they have lore in here where, you know, they don't really talk about lore in almost any other sort of tips. So we're playing against Dexter with a bunch of numbers, and unfortunately our opponent goes first. We got Sulphurous Spring and Swamp to play all the spells that we need to play, so I'm gonna keep, but not great. We don't have a cut down, and our opponent is a aggro deck. Mono black aggro though. So let's put a Swamp down. Maybe we need to go for the throw. Maybe we need Sulphurous Spring. Who knows? Tenacious Underdog. Well, this is not gonna be fun. We're probably gonna lose because our opening is not fantastic, but we also went second and our opponent's aggressive. Usually when that happens, that means we're gonna lose. Attack, block. Second underdog. He only got 2 lands, which is fun for us, I guess. I don't know if I want to play another Bloodtithe Harvester. Turn 3, I wonder what he can play off of that. I guess we'll play a second Bloodtithe Harvester. Next turn we could drop our Sheoldred, but I'm kind of scared about what he could have. Alright, so he's got a removal. We're going to take a lot of damage. Ow. And we will pitch our... Do I need 2 red? I have 2 red. Do I need 3 red? Probably not. Let's pitch the Sulphurous Spring, because it's not going to help too much. Alright, well, Sheoldred's probably just going to get removed, but we're going to have to do it. Oh, not removing Sheoldred. Oh, that's just wrong. If you don't remove Sheoldred, you're going to get invoked on. Gain a little bit of life. I don't think he has any black sort of tricks to kill an attacking creature or a tap creature. So I attack with Sheoldred. We're up a life now, which is good for us. I mean, we'll draw. That's fine. I'll take the 2. Oh, actually, that's just kind of plus minus zeros. But I wanted to do that because I have another invoke. I think our opponent's just dead. Alright, oh well, opponent quits. GG. I can't believe we won that game. Opponent was mana screw for a while, I guess. But it's the power of Sheoldred, the one-off in the deck. Good old Grixis. Even when we're losing, we still win. You gotta remember to do the Grixis for the misses. I don't know how this is not... I guess Grixis, I don't know how it's not the top tier decks. It's not tier 1. It's still losing to the soldiers, but I think it's just because a lot of people like playing Grixis, but some people are playing it wrong, or, if enough games are being played, it will average out. There's going to be a lot of bad lucks, a lot of mana floods, mana screws, so it does not work well when it's mana screwed. Let's put it that way, right? So that's why it doesn't have a high win ratio. I think it's at the 55s. Oh, mirror match. Okay, that's fun. Let us play a swamp. Maybe we'll use a cut down on their thingamajigger. The Bloodtithe Harvester. Cut it down. Alright, and then we are going to play our Bankbuster. They're going to Fable. Yep. I can't Fable into his Fable, but I can cut down his Fable. No pass turn. Well, hold up, go for the throw, but most likely we're just gonna draw with Bankbuster. I guess last turn I could have not played the Bankbuster and hold up the 2 mana to cut down or go for the throw, whatever he plays, so that I can Fable. But, you know, having a Bankbuster in play is also good. Our opponent is a coward. He didn't draw any land, so he just quits. Basically what happens. This also happens a lot, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but this also happens sometime in Arena where your opponent doesn't have the heart to play Magic, right? Come on. People have bad draws all the time. If you don't play it out, there are chances where you could win that you just gave up. Team Coil. Or, no, this is Team Oseal. Oh, I'm Team Coil. You're no fun, Team Oseal. That sounds familiar. What was that from? I'm gonna say hi. We have a good hand. We got Xander Lounge to play turn 1 to ramp us into turn 2 and 3 for our Brothers War. And our opponent is aggro. That is not that fun, but at the very least, we have enough cards to kind of answer those. Let's see what he plays turn 2. If he has any good creatures. Do I want to take an extra damage for no reason? I will. Reckless Impulse. Draws 2 cards. I guess I'll cut this down now. Furious Spring. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I don't know if I want to Fable into Fable. It really depends on what our opponent's going to play. Mono Red. Oh, okay. He's going to kill this. So I will Fable into Fable, I guess. I will discard my Brotherhoods, and it's probably not going to do much. And I will discard my Shipwreck. Cut down? Bladecoil Serpent. None of these are really going to do that much. But I like all these cards. So I'm going to discard just 1. Because I'm going to Fable into Fable. Our opponent has no removal, apparently. Might have a creature. Mechanized Warfare. You got it. That's a good card to play against us, but at least it's not on the backdrop of something crazy. Alright, that's a land that I don't want, so I will pitch that, maybe, to hopefully get another card. I'm not even sure. It's a free discard, but I really just need lands. If I miss my land drop this turn, that would be kind of bad. So, no discards. Opponent will never see it coming. Alright, we got all the removals in the world for whatever he plays. Play with fire. Well, can't remove that. Also, like I said, we don't have a lot of life gain, so we gotta be a bit careful with this deck. No life gain against a burn deck with Mechanized Warfare. It's very scary, to say the least. And the festivities. Oh, there goes our whole board. Okay, so we can Bladecoil for black, to discard 2 cards, and then we will give it haste. Maybe? So black, red. Right, that means he'll have to discard 2 cards. Take 0 for X, confirm. There goes your whole hand. Now we got cut down. We can copy our Bladecoil if we need it. Looking good. Get out of here, you. This is the power of Grixis. I can't believe we've been winning a lot of games with Grixis. Well, it's not that it's a bad deck, it's just usually my luck turns. And as I say that, I'm about to have my luck turn. Mono Red was very scary though. All he had was Mechanized Warfare, so he got kind of screwed there, but if he had any good burn spell, oh, we would have been on the receiving end of a lot of damage that we could not avoid. I don't know why there was just Phyrexian text there. Not like anyone can read it. I don't know why that's part of the hint or part of the tricks. If you click end turn but change your mind before the turn end, you can cancel that very quickly by pressing enter or return on Mac or click end turn again. I don't know how many people are going to click end turn and then regret that. Now we're playing against N1KT or N1K the Quick. I'm not going to say his real name. I do go first, so that's a good hand to keep if we are going first. I know I can't play the Corpse Appraiser, but at least we can Fable. Unfortunate. Can't hold up a counter spell because we don't have blue. This is a Dark Heart Ways and Cave of Coils means that it's a control. Huh. That's interesting. Well, time to upgrade it. No blue. Oh, if I was a blue mana, our opponent would have been eating all the grits. Anyways, here's Fable. Plaza of Heroes. Something crazy's coming? Denick. Oh no. Well, that means our Corpse Appraiser is useless, and our Make Disappear is kind of useless. I kind of do like the Corpse Appraiser though, so this is a hard choice. I don't think I'm going to get Invoke off very easily, because that's a deck that's probably full of counterspells. I will discard the Corpse Appraiser. Will he block? He will block. Had to happen. But at least I could Invoke him this turn. Sack, and card draw. At least we got blue. That's at some point gonna trigger. Wedding announcement. Oh, that's gonna eat our Invoke. But he only has 1 mana, which means that this is not. I mean, this is not a good field to Invoke, but playing Invoke is almost always right. So I'll do it. These are not the best draws, but at least it's doing something. He wants to remove the reflection for sure. There it is. Which means he can't play any of these cards. Second wedding announcement, that's annoying. I only have 1 Invoke left. So I'm not going to just go ahead and Invoke everything. I will play my Corpse Appraiser first. Exile your... do I want to exile Denick or Underdog? Probably Underdog. It's a little bit more scary. Oh, we can get a Shivan Reef. Exactly what I wanted. So that I can play it, and play my second Corpse Appraiser. Take a lot of life damage. And then we'll exile your Denick too. We'll get a Bladecoil. That's a good card to get. Harbin. What? What's that doing in your deck? It's a soldier deck? Are these even soldiers? They're 1/1 white human. Alright, he's got 1 card left. It could be a counterspell. Do I care if it's a counterspell though? I guess we can go in for the attack first. Because we're not giving it haste. So you want to save his Harbin? Wandering Emperor. Okay, resolve.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Exile? That's not what I expected. Okay, this is very unexpected, but I guess I will save my other Corpse Appraiser anyways? You can gain the 3 life. Let's see, I have 1, 2... I don't want to play it for black, so I'm not sure if playing the Bladecoil is the right place here. That's a lot of wedding announcements. Guy. I'm gonna draw right now. I don't know why I didn't draw ahead of time, because I could have responses. And see, yeah, abrade. Okay, I can abrade his Wandering Emperor now. Or I can abrade this little guy. And you can have the buff on counter. I don't want him to double attack, so let me kill him first. So he doesn't get any card draw. He gets a lot of creatures, but that's fine, because we can Bladecoil now. All the blacks that are not going to do anything. We will tap these for red. 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 No. Blue. Blue. And I guess this will just be for colorless. Unfortunately, because our Bladecoil is going to just come out as draw one card. He could full-on attack me. Alright, so we're gonna trample through, and we'll attack here. Let's see if he blocks for his Emperor. Actually, what if I just go in on his face? Huh. This is a hard decision. I do want to kill the Wandering Emperor, that's for sure. If he double blocks this... No, this is fine. Double blocks the kill.
Years of training for this?
Bankbuster? Look at that. Now we got sort of. Oh my, jeez. Nice top deck you got. Alright, the board's gonna get scary. Otawara. Not sure if that does anything. I guess I can Otawara my own Corpse Appraiser. Later, though. Let's draw a card first. This could be a good card. Bloodtithe Harvester, so we can use one to kill a 2/2. How good is that? We can just attack. I think he has to block, right? Let's see if he blocks. If he blocks wrong, I'm gonna bounce his wedding announcement. Now he blocks this way, which is exactly what I wanted in an original. Okay, and then we're going to pitch our swamp, draw a card. That's not the card I wanted to draw, but oh well. It is what it is. I hope that's a land. Our opponent's been getting the best card draws ever, and we've just been drawing land. That's not a land. That is not a... My god. How does someone get so lucky? Well, at least he draws 2 and discards 2. He draws 2 cards this way. I'm gonna cycle. Draw a land. Well, we were doing so well, but then we started drawing 500 lands in a row. So, no matter how well we were doing, this is not doing us any favors. So, now we have a 3/3. We have a Rafine to handle, which we can't. And we can Fable, but our opponent has so many cards on us. I'm not even sure if this is going to help. We can bounce 1, 2, 3, 4. If we bounce the Corpse Appraiser, we can't even really play it, huh? I mean, we could play it back out after we bounce it. That doesn't really do anything. So I'm gonna just play my Fable. I don't know what just happened, but it auto-tapped all of my blue lands. Thanks, deck. So I can't even hold up Otawara because the auto tapper is done. Like I said, my luck is about to turn, and I'm gonna quit because that's game. GG. We almost had a good run. Almost. But I think we drew like 6 lands in a row, and our opponent drew 4 wedding announcements back to back. So yeah, that's that game. After 2 invokes, we still could not get any good draws. That was an embarrassing display from one of the top tier decks, in my opinion. Now we're playing against Geocider. You're gonna cider us. The opponent goes first. That's a good hand, but our opponent does go first, so that's kind of scary. I hope it's not aggro. It is aggro. Of course. I'm not even gonna hold up cut down because it's probably gonna be a 2-2 that becomes a 3-3, and I don't think I can kill a 3-3 with a cut down. So I'm gonna play my tap land first. Oh, I was wrong. How could someone be so wrong on so many things? Right, I guess I'll cut down the Swiss Sphere, but even if I cut down the Swiss Sphere, I'm not sure if that does much. Alright, this is an aggro deck. We're not going to come out of this. We take 4 just on board. We'll go to 12 just on board. Their turn 3, we're not going to win. But, who knows? Maybe he's mana screwed. Like I said, you should really play it out until you lose. And we're about to lose here. Brotherhood's War for the win? No? Okay. Well, we got go for the throw. We can kill this. We take 4 more. 4 mana, yeah. That's game. If we drew Brotherhood's War there, we might have still a chance, but not in this hand. Opponent goes first, so nothing we can do about an aggro deck where opponent went first. With 2 1-drops, nevertheless. That was just disgusting. I do question though. He had Kumano. Yeah, he had 3 1-drops. Kumano into. I'm just gonna talk about White Noise because White Noise is White Noise. We do get to go first now, and we have Xander Lounge into Otawara into Swamp. That's okay. This is a much better hand. I hope our opponent's not just pure control deck. But even if it's pure control, at least our Abrade can take out their Bankbuster. That's kind of the plan, right? Bankbuster, Abrade, creature, go for the throat. Xander Lounge turn 1. If he doesn't play anything, we will Bloodtithe Harvester. Yoshin Frontliner, so it's a soldier deck. Well, we're just gonna remove back to back. Well, if he Thalias, we're gonna have to kill. Oh, Harbin, cool. That's Abrade. Ow. I don't want to take extra damage for no reason, so when we hit the Otawara, we'll Corpse Appraise his Harbin to get a card draw on, and we will draw our other Corpse Appraiser. That's very nice. We have a lot of removal, and we have another land to play next turn, so we didn't need to get another land in our hand with the Corpse Appraiser. Reveals Thalia, plays Thalia. That's fine. If you play Thalia, our removal costs 3. We will still remove, I think. Or maybe we will double. We can't double the Bloodtithe Harvester. So I think this calls for removal. You're gonna block? You're not gonna block. We have creatures in the graveyard. Now we can exile with our Corpse Appraiser to get our next land on. Hopefully. He attacks, pumps, that's fine. And now that's not a land. So we could go for the throat and then attack. Does he have a protection spell? He has, oh, he has a bounce spell, okay. Do I need it to block? No? I'm gonna raise him. This land drop there, though. It would be fun if he has more lands than me in this stupid aggro deck. He does! This card is not good. I mean, I might get killed by it, but I don't think this card is good at all. We have a lot of Corpse Appraiser. I guess at least we have that going. Let's see if our opponent wants to race. Doesn't. We will appraise his corpse. Resolute Reinforcement. Did I not see that coming or what? Well, I mean, you're just telling me I need a removal in my hand. Unfortunately, all three of these are lands. So, we'll get a Swamp. Oh no, we'll get a Shipwreck Marsh. Alright, we're gonna take a lot of damage next turn. Is that what it is? I mean, it is what it is. Well, that one damage get me killed. I'll kill the Zephyr. So we're gonna take 10 damage. Not dead though. Oh, 11 damage. My bad. One off. Now we get go for the turn. Ugh, one card off. Okay, well, we have a lot of cards on board. We can block almost everything. That is if we don't attack. Have to do this first so that we don't eat random damage from nowhere. We will Corpse Appraise again on his Harbin. I don't even know. Counterspell is a little late. He has a lot of mana. I don't think a counterspell is really doing much. We'll take a Corpse Appraiser again. And we can remove any one of his creatures. I kinda have to. We'll remove one of the Resolute Reinforcement. So if he top deck a Harbin somehow, he doesn't just blow me out. Top deck a land. It's gonna fortify. Yep. Oh no, that means it's lethal. Still can't do it. We were close. We were very close, but we were one card away from a removal, which is the worst feeling in the world, but it happens sometimes. Alright, let's see if we can get slightly more luckier. Slightly more luckier, is that a word? Against Kalarus. He's Garuk Avatar, but he's probably playing against stupid, soldier deck again. Or playing with stupid soldier deck again. Xander Lounge, turn 1. Not sure if that's the right play, but let's hope he doesn't have any turn 1 drop. Maybe I should have dropped Swamp. Kumano. So our cut down is not wasted. Phoenix check. Cut down wasted. Alright, well, put that land in anyways. Maybe I'll counter a card. Who knows? Felden. Alright, well, do I want to counter that or do I want to cut that down? Let me counter it. Cut down is a premium spell. It only costs 1 mana. Let's not waste 1 mana that turn. Another cut down. Okay, well, I'm going to appraise your corpse. Give me a land. Which land do I want? Probably another swamp. I would say, yeah, another swamp is good. They're all lands, unfortunately. And see, all the decks we're playing against today have been aggro. And that's no bueno. Oh, we got a red mana anyways. Let's cut that down. It's kind of safe. I don't need to be that hasty about it. We'll play a Bloodtithe Harvester and then have 2 cut downs up, or play a Bankbuster and have 1 up. This is a hard choice. I think I'll take an extra damage just so I can have 2 cut downs up. Alright, the Bankbuster is really not going to do much this game. Maybe he'll win us the game by attacking, but I need to cut down a Phoenix Trick. Monetary Swiss Sphere. Results? The results? He's going to play a spell that kills something. To mono. Well, you need to cut that down first. He can play another spell, but he won't grow Monetary Swiss Sphere fast enough. He's just looking at all his cards in hand. It's all aggro cards all the time. Take 2 damage. From a stupid Kumano. Yikes. I'll cut that down too. Can't take any damage. Probably has to play with fire. 1 mana, 3 damage. That's like a lightning bolt. There it is. Wow, not face? That can't be right. There's no way that's right. Well, 3. Say hello to Sheoldred. This card is all I needed to kill him. I don't know how he's gonna get out of this. He's gonna have to put 4 damage on, or 5 damage on Sheoldred, which is very awkward with Mechanized Warfare because nothing really deals 4 damage in that deck. I don't think. Yeah, see? That's gonna be a 3/3 that does 4 damage. Nothing? Now I don't know if I even want to pitch my Bankbuster here. It's a good card to have. I can pitch that. I can pitch that land now. I can attack with Sheoldred if he blocks. I can't kill Squee, but I can attack with this. It takes 7, it goes down to 5. That's kind of risky. Let me draw a card, gain 2 life. Just a land. Just a land. Okay, well, maybe I need all the lands in the world, so I'm going to play it out, and I'll pass turn. There's still a lot of damage on board, even with Sheoldred up. I'm not 100% safe. Phoenix Chick, it's pretty good. You can bring out the second Phoenix Chick now by just attacking. Yep. He is attacking all on board, which I'm not sure if that's right. We'll go to blockers. We'll block his Squee. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll take 10. Ooh. Well, I guess I clicked it a little too faster. I was going to say, let's pitch this card, but I wouldn't quit anyways. We still won. Doesn't matter. Your deck sucks. Our deck is the best. Here is the best deck in the world, Grixis. I honestly think right now in the meta, this is probably the best deck, just because it has so many answers, and it gets you out of a lot of matchups. Now, you know, sometimes you get unlucky, like a lot of the games we saw today, but at the very least, whatever situation you're in, there probably is answers. Like one of the games where if we drew Brotherhood Ends, we would have, you know, stabilized, but we didn't. But that answer is in our deck. That's what I like about these kind of decks, where at the very least, even if you're on the back foot, if you have an answer that you draw, you can still come out of that. But if you don't draw it, you're unlucky and you lose. That happens sometimes too. In my opinion, I always say that this deck is the best deck to play if you feel like the meta is getting stale, because there are so many different twists and turns with this deck. Other than that, I got nothing else to talk about for the current meta. All you will see is aggro decks. No one's really want to play control. No one really wants to try out jank, because if you try jank, you're just going to get overrun by these aggro decks. You'll never get anything off. And in my opinion, this is probably the most fun deck to play with in the current moment. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.